I'm about to show you the exact 4 steps to start making daily sales from digital products without posting on social media, running ads, or even opening your laptop every day. I've made over $27,000 selling digital products on Etsy as a homeschooling stay-at-home mom, and I've helped over 500 people use this same strategy to turn their digital products into passive income with no tech skills and sometimes with no niche. If you're a busy mom like me, a total beginner, or someone who's just overwhelmed by tech, this simple system will help you turn your Etsy shop into a passive income machine that runs while you sleep, work your 9 to 5, or chase toddlers around the house. But before we dive into the how, let me just say, I didn't figure this out overnight. When I first started, I was juggling a 3-year-old and a 7-month-old. I was exhausted, overwhelmed, and honestly just hoping to make an extra $100 a month so I could finally sign my daughter up for gymnastics without feeling guilty about it. I thought I needed a big social media following, a beautifully branded Etsy shop, and 10 plus hours a day to work on that Etsy shop. But none of that was true. What actually changed everything for me was learning how to set up a system that worked for me, even while I was doing laundry, making dinner, or watching Netflix. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you through that exact system step by step so you can start making sales even if you're starting from zero, just like I did. Now, if you haven't made a single sale yet, I want you to hear this. You're probably not struggling because your product isn't good enough. You might just be struggling because you're trying to build this beautifully branded Etsy shop with the perfect niche before you even know what your customers want. And I get it. Every blogger and YouTuber out there says things like, pick a niche, build a brand, post every day. But what if I told you that's exactly what's holding you back from making your first sale? When I started my Etsy shop, it took me 3 weeks to make my ADHD cleaning bundle. I made it in 3 different sizes, US letter size, A4, and A5, and I made over 90 pages fillable line by line. And I only worked on my product while my kids were sleeping, so early in the morning or during nap times. So that took me even longer to get all of this done. I thought I had to do everything in the beginning so my product would be good enough to list it on Etsy. But looking back, I could have just uploaded the US letter size version and then added all of the bells and whistles later. Most beginners waste weeks, even months, trying to get everything perfect before they ever hit publish. But perfection doesn't pay you, products do. And the truth is, buyers on Etsy aren't scrolling through your shop, judging your font choices, or wondering why your colors don't match. They're looking for a solution to a very specific problem. And if your product solves it, they'll buy it even if your shop isn't perfect. So instead of spending months building a brand or obsessing over your niche, here's what actually works, especially if you're short on time like me. I create my products in clusters, not a niche. Let me explain what I mean. A product cluster is a small group of digital products that solve a related problem. So that makes it where one person could come to your shop and buy 2, 3, or even every product you have in your shop. An example could be a homeschool planner, routine charts, and educational worksheets, or a wedding invitation, bridal shower games, or a wedding welcome sign. Or let's just say you want your Etsy shop to have one type of digital product like spreadsheets. You could do a monthly budget tracker, a debt snowball calculator, and a habit tracking spreadsheet. They're all designed to work together for someone who's trying to get out of debt and manage their finances. When you cluster your products like this, you're not just selling one thing, you're creating a shopping experience that naturally increases your chances of making multiple sales to the same person. Then, instead of relying on ads or social media, I use SEO, which is search engine optimization, which brings people to me because Etsy is a search engine. And if you know how to use the right keywords in your titles, tags, and description, your products can show up exactly when someone is searching for what you have to offer. And the best part is Etsy handles the rest. They take care of payment processing, instant digital delivery, and even email receipts and handle the taxes. So once your listings are live, the whole system can run without you. No chasing people down, no DMs, no shipping anything. Just sales that come in while you live your life. And here's what still blows my mind to this day. I could be at a play date or a homeschool co-op and I get cha-ching new sale notifications the entire time. Not because I posted a reel, not because I sent an email, but because someone searched, found my product, and Etsy handled the rest without me lifting a finger. That's the power of setting up a system that works for you, even when you're not working. And here's something most people don't realize. Shoppers rarely buy the first time they see your product. It can take 5 to 7 touch points or more before they make a decision. And if you're trying to follow up manually with each person, you'll burn out before you ever see consistent sales. But Etsy changes that. Your listings work 24/7. They show up in search. Your listing photos build trust. And the moment someone clicks buy, Etsy delivers your product automatically. Meanwhile, you're grocery shopping, homeschooling, or finally getting a quiet moment to yourself, and your shop is still making money. This isn't just possible. It's exactly how I built a steady stream of income from digital products. And it's the same system other busy moms like me are using to make sales without social media and without ads. So let's break this down step by step, because I know how overwhelming this can feel in the beginning. Step 1, create a product cluster. Instead of listing one random product and hoping it sells, I want you to think in small, intentional groups. Start with 3 to 5 related digital products that solve a similar problem for the same type of buyer. For example, if your target customer is realtors, your cluster could include a business card template, Instagram marketing templates, and a homebuyer welcome packet. They're all editable in Canva and designed to make the realtor look more professional so they can close more deals. That way, when someone finds one of your products, they're more likely to add another product to their cart because it all works together and they don't have to shop around for exactly what they need. And here's the pro tip most beginners miss. Before you create your cluster, search for each product on Etsy and look for products that have the bestseller badge or the popular now badge. This is Etsy's way of telling you what's selling right now. If you build your cluster around products that are already proven to sell, that's how you make your first sale faster, by stacking the odds in your favor before you ever hit publish. Now let's move on to step 2, optimize your listings. This is where Etsy's built-in traffic of almost 90 million active buyers starts working for you. You don't need to be a marketing expert. You just need to use the same words your customers are typing into the Etsy search bar. Everbee can show you real phrases people are searching for and how many other shops are using them. When you're looking on Everbee and you see a keyword score of 50 or higher, that means there's high demand, so lots of people are searching, but low competition. Not many shops are selling it, and that gives you a better chance to stand out even with a brand new shop. Once you find a good keyword, use it in your product title, your tags, and your description so Etsy knows exactly what your product is and they can show it to the right people. Because when you use the right keywords, Etsy starts bringing buyers to you, and that's how you make sales without ads and without social media. Now let's move into step 3, make your product the solution. Your listing photos are one of the most important parts to getting someone to click and buy your product, especially if they've never heard of you before. Use clean, clear images that show someone what the product will look like when they use it. For example, if you're selling a printable planner, show a picture of a page of the planner filled out and sitting on a desk. If it's a Canva template, show us what the template looks like once it's been edited. And here's the key. Add short, simple text on your images that says what the product is and how it helps. Think of things like edit in Canva, instant download, organize your week in minutes. Your first photo should be your strongest because it's the one people see when they're scrolling through Etsy. Make sure it clearly answers the question in their mind, is this what I'm looking for? If the answer is yes, they'll click. And that leads us into step 4, set up instant digital delivery. Etsy makes this super simple. When you upload your file to the listing, Etsy automatically sends it to the customer after they purchase. So there's nothing for you to do after the sale comes in. No emailing files, no customer chasing, just hands-off income. Now I know this might sound simple, and that's honestly because it is, but most people never get here because they're stuck overthinking. They waste hours trying to build a perfect brand, second guessing every product idea, watching endless tutorials, and still not making any sales. They post on social media hoping for a like and not a sale. They burn out trying to do all the things when the only thing that they need is a system, a repeatable process that runs quietly in the background, bringing in sales while you cook dinner, run errands, or get the kids ready for bed. Because the goal isn't to hustle harder, it's to get your time back and make money. That's why I created my mentorship program, the Sales Sprint, so you can stop guessing, get out of research mode and start making money. I walk you through the exact system I use to make daily sales, from finding winning product ideas to getting found on Etsy without posting on social media or running ads. You don't need more information, you need execution. Getting started isn't about being ready, it's about deciding. If you follow this system and stay consistent, the results will follow, but only if you move. And here's the thing, most new Etsy sellers are unknowingly sabotaging their sales before they ever get started. And in this video, I'm breaking down the silent killers that are keeping hundreds of new Etsy shops invisible and how to fix it before it buries your listings too.